Okay, so we picked up Adira. What does she have? She's got a psychic staff. I need one of those, and a las pistol. How come I didn't start with one of these? Being a a psyker and everything, how come I didn't start with one of these? But that's okay. We'll be fine. Okay, so anything interesting down this way? The locked door, so we're not going that way. Hurry, destroy this field. Don't keep our master waiting. Piece of a pipe left a noticeable dent in the floor. Oh, that's right, that was supposed to drop on our heads. So is there a way to... Inventory, character, journal, map, Corpus Valentius, cargo manager. So it doesn't seem to be a way to organize our movement, or intriguing. Order of rank, whatever you want to call it.
Run, fools, or fall. I will take you down.
Okay, so Gimpy, I'm gonna put you cover there. Dira, same difference between the Psyker. And Abelard, Mr. Killer of things in close range. Oh, he can't start that. He can start here, though. It was red. Didn't notice it. Okay, so that's it. Hologram. You can use the hologram to gauge the effectiveness of your intended actions in combat before taking them. Click the left mouse button on any accessible cell on the battlefield to place the character's hologram there. Select an ability or a single shot attack to see the expected outcome. Action will be displayed as if used from the hologram's location to let you assess whether you have picked an effective position from your action you're planning to take. Hologram also lets you see if the enemy will be within your line of sight after you move to the selected cell. Click that to confirm your choice and execute the selected action. Click the right mouse button anywhere on the battlefield or press escape to cancel. Go first. Oh, it's Gimpy's turn. So, should we buff him or should we just... We're going to start burning things.
I will triumph.
Gimpy is a pyromancer, so he likes to light things on fire. Oh, he can still buff him too.
One step closer.
So he just boosted his stats for one turn. I'm sure it'll be fine. Hey.
What a satisfying
Adira's abilities. As a psyker and an operative. As an operative, she can study the opponent and identify their weaknesses. The armed with special staff allows the psyker to unleash psychic powers against enemies. Like I said, I want one of those. So she can do the lightning arc, one enemy creature within a 10 cell. Forewarning, one friendly creature within 10 cell radius increases the target's dodge and parry by 10% until the end of turn. Now the Psychic Shriek, one creature within 12 cell radius, bunch of damage, or analyze enemies. Kill them. Kill them all.
On it.
See? Make them explode. Dodge and parry, or that targets immediately gains 2 exploits. I don't think we need that, so dodge and parry it is. Still do it.
Anything else?
Charge him.
Someone else can do this.
Oh, he's too close. I'll charge the Psycho then. Did not kill him. Leave. Strike.
It will be done. I took care of this one.
Their allies and 3 strategies deflection for each archetype. That's fine. Can't move. Oh, critical hits.
I shall repay your strike, shan't I?
Ow. You want to burn.
I will triumph.
Buff him.
This
Or not.
is beneath me.
Mechanic. Oh. Fine, stay in cover then. Shriek, shriek. He's not getting any better. Uh-oh. Hey Calfac, welcome back. Thank you very much for the Prime sub, 54 months. Very much appreciated as always. Thank you for the continued support. Let me get your rockets of recognition here in a second. Gotta find them. There we go. 54 months. There you go. So there's your rockets of recognition. Keep in mind that each rolling rocket of recognition represents 10 regular rockets of recognition. Why? Because there's a character limitation in Twitch chat where each one of those emotes eats up so many characters. So that's a system we've come up with, and it works fairly well. Keep us going for years to come. So anyway, thank you, Calvac. Happy Thursday to everybody, and let's get back to killing the heretics. Forward. Yeah, I guess we don't do that.
I'm not interested.
So you go up there. There. So that'll kill him. So I have to do is double click and he comes up and he's dead. Vespadius. Did I say that name? The creature in the chair appears as if it has become one with the throne. You see kink parchment-like skin stretched between the seat and the limbs that have too many joints for a normal human being. Navigator is breathing heavily. They are whistling as if it's... breathing heavily. They are whistling as it exits through the two dark gilt-like slits on its cheeks. The creature's eyes are shut. The two ordinary eyes, as well as the third one that sits in the center of its forehead. Abelard, I believe Master Vespadius still lives. Vespadius. He flinches at the sight of the stretched skin and the dark marks on the face of the creature. The servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive. A pointed look? What's wrong with them? Approach. Address the navigator. Hey, are you alive? Approach. Navigator stirs, barely able to lift his head and half open his normal eyes. A dark drop rolls from under his closed lid of the third eye and down his face, leaving behind a black trail. Your time is short. The voice is coming from the box grill at the base of the bizarre chair. It is unclear how the navigator is able to produce human speech. Your time is too short to do what? Suddenly, the navigator's body starts thrashing in place. It lurches forward, then falls back onto the seat, then thrusts forward again on its bone as its bones crack and its skin tears open. However, the fusion between the body and the chair appears to be stronger than these wild impetuouses. I don't like that word. The mutant remains seated, but leans as far forward as he can, his layered raiment slowly turning crimson. The gill slit burst open, forming two hideous screaming mouth-like pits. Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn. This is going to go well. Adira shrieks in terror. It came from beyond. His body is not his. Adira's scream is echoed by the silent cries in your head. The unseen creature triumphs at the sight of the navigator succumbing to the paroxysms of corruption. Paroxysms of corruption. Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me. Navigator continues to convulse violently in the sea, shrieking and cackling, but then his fit stops abruptly. His face is drenched in black and crimson. The dark ooze from under his third eye has turned from a trickle into a stream mixed with the blood coming out of his nose, and there is purplish swelling around the eye. Run. Flee from this place while I still have the strength. The words come out of the box as a labored rattle. I can continue the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp, but it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help. Who torments you? The edge. The navigator starts thrashing about once more, his gill mouths bursting with crazed laughter. Kneel before the ascent of a new champion. When the rite is complete, this shell will burst, and thousands of moths will accept the sacrifice offered to the edge of daybreak by the bringer of twilight, the one marked by the will of the gods. Each word rings through your head like the tolling of a bell, as if countless voices have joined in, screaming into your ears. For a moment, you lose your bearings. This unholy chorus must be trying to confound you with sounds not meant for this world. Address your companions. What is that supposed to mean? I want to help you. Tell me how. I cannot bear to see this agony any longer. I would rather put an end to it. Addressed Abelard. Navigator's still alive, but barely. What do we do now? Seneschal grazes at the figure in the chair. The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Eldothrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to the arms and that the service skulls relayed to us earlier. Adira reaches her hand out toward the navigator, pulls it back at the last moment. Vespiadas. We'll just call you Ves. Good luck and thank you. Navigator does not give her a response. Black tears mixed with blood are streaming from under the closed eyelids, and the box at the base of the chair is bellowing out static interspersed with distant echoes of otherworldly laughter. Stuff. So much reading. Navigator appears dead. Only the slight movement of his chest and the twitching of his eyelids lets you know that he is still clinging to life. Loot. Hey, look, loot. Axe. Scrappy autogun. Ooh, a psychic staff. Rate of fire 4, range of 8, max ammo 24. Gimpy might do better with that. An axe. What's the difference between a swing and a sweep?
I do not think oops means what you think it means.
It does. Split. 1. Split. There we go. You into the cargo. Oh? Back here. No. There we go. That's odd. Alternative weapons. That's what we're looking at. Okay, so Gimpy, you want a staff. So the scrappy autogun, not as good as the revolver for armor penetration. Got more ammo, better range. Fires more shots. Damage isn't as high though. About the same, roughly. So gets 3 shots out of the pistol. Right? Because max ammo is 6, rate of fire is 2. You would think that would mean 3 shots before you have to reload. The other one gets 6 to reload. Yeah, we'll try it out. Oh, but... Oh, this is a shotgun, that's why. Shotguns are fun. It's scrappy, also known as crappy, but... So, oh, he's got a chain. The chain sword. That's going to be better than this all the time. Yeah, can still maybe goof around with it and see. See what the staff does for him. I think it's still going to be the lightning, I think. Okay, so. I don't know if the other one went to cargo, did it? Can you sword and pistol wield? Yes, you can, Fred. Yes, you can. Gimpy was actually doing that. He was actually doing this, but now he's going to try a shotgun out and a staff, see how they work. But yes, he can do a wield. Or do the shotgun, or sorry, sword and gun thing. Another shotgun. Put it in cargo. It's not showing up in cargo though. So I screwed that up.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Why do you put it in cargo? Because if you get enough stuff in the cargo, you get to sell the cargo that way. I think it's worth more. I think it's worth more to collect everything than it is to sell it individually. I don't even know if you can sell it individually.
Unexplored.
Okay, officer's deck. That's where we're going next. Where all the fun's supposed to be. Should have zigged.
Ship's as good as ours. It's all over for you.
I shall pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their pleas.
Somebody shoot these up.
I shall betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them. Take not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my emperor.
The white-haired woman turns to face you, her dark eyes blazing. The weapon quivers in her hands, and for a brief moment it seems she is not going to stop and will instead continue eliminating every target she sees, starting with you. That would not be good.
Sister Argenta. Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face, it is unfamiliar. Who are you?
Can't be Lord Captain's heir, and just who are you to be so brazen about your inquiries? I shall introduce myself after you do the same.
Allow me, Sister Argenta, sacred warrior of the Adeptus Sororitas. Sister, this is Master von Valancius, a member of the Rogue Traders House.
The hour is dark and daunting. The ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends who are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the Dark Forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelstrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
I'm no traitor, sister. You can be sure of that.
If you speak truthfully, the Emperor will not forsake you. If you are lying, you will not escape his retribution.
She's fun at
Wait
parties.
to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic.
Our Imperium succeeded. What is a warrior of the Adeptus Sororitas doing aboard a rogue trader ship? Your orders serve the Ecclesiarchy. Or do it they not?
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation. Under more appropriate circumstances.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
Or are these people with you?
Overseer of Middle Deck AL-84, my lord. We were rounding up everyone we could find in the attack compartments when we ran into an ambush. Just about every enforcer fell. These are the survivors.
It's happening on officer's deck.
Massacre, my lord. And heretics are not just killing the crew. Some kind of blight is sweeping through the decks, filling the air. I saw people going mad the moment they breathed it in, screaming about their dead comrades, tearing out their eyes. I implore you, my lord, be on your guard.
Let's get to the main hall of the deck.
Through this door. I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomat with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
So, what toy does she have? She has the Unfading Valor, which is it's a Godwin pattern bolter. So, two-handed range weapon. And then an auto pistol, too. What does she need a pistol for? She got that thing. Oh, we could give her the sword. So we could do that if we wanted, but we like the bolter better. Why? 6 to 10 damage, 4 shots, range of 12, max ammo 14. Pistol, yeah, it's okay. It gets the job done.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
Ooh, look, stuff. So this is a well-maintained stub revolver. So that would be an upgrade for Gimpy, because that's what that one is. This is 7 to 12, 7 to 11. Pierce the same. So it's basically a little bit better damage. Equipment. You have received a new, more efficient weapon for your character. I know. Looking for more stuff. See? Look, boxes. So. Yep. I don't think we're going to get through this door, are we? Door will not move an inch. It is blocked.
Powers unseen, uncover my path.
Generators hum softly. When you draw closer, your skin begins to tingle from static discharge. That's how we got in here.
The world will bow.
I don't think we're going that way. Oh, you guys aren't good guys.
My ascension has only just
It gets
begun.
lightning from the staff.
Did I mention that my whispers
The
can...
Emperor sets my path.
Beware the eye of the witch!
Are you ready to die?
Okay, Adira. Do we care about cover? Not really. At least her, though. Her and Gimpy need to be in cover. Let's get close and start shooting stuff. So, Adira. Lightning. One enemy creature within a 10-cell radius. Chains up to 4 targets within a 3-cell radius. Dealing psych. Yes.
Was... Be gone!
They didn't want to live anyway. 4 warnings. So, dodge and parry, or... Let's do dodge and parry to
Will
Abelard.
do.
Shields me.
Ow. Magenta's abilities. As a warrior, the Adeptus Soritas, and a soldier. She's an expert with burst range weapons and weapons that deal damage in an area. Another of Argenta's strength is her mobility in combat. Run and gun. Gun. So, soldier gains 4 movement points. Their next attack costs 1 less AP. Less and does not count towards the attack limit per turn. Till the end of the next turn, the soldier becomes winded. While winded, the soldier suffers a -2 penalty to ballistic skill and cannot use run and gun. Furious Recital. Gains momentum equal to 6. That's after she starts shooting stuff.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Should be fine. Next attack costs 1 less AP,
That
so
is for the weak.
burst. Here, shoot them all. Oh look, she gets to do it again.
I'll do it. Is a prayer.
Reinforcements for them or us? Them, of course. She can't move anymore. 3 additional momentum for each enemy that is either. Oh, oops. Around the Sister's battle or is hit by her this turn. Sister battle is it's a demon or chaos cultist, the additional amount of momentum
As
doubles.
the Emperor commands, I act.
So she picked up more momentum. What's momentum? Momentum is stuff. We haven't found out what momentum quite is. What it is yet. Types of cover. Yeah, cover. Can't hit that one. Chain lightning. Bolt guns are delightfully destructive. I think they might disagree with you, the guys who just died to it.
I need no guidance.
The delightful part, at least.
Stop it!
Hey, she's in cover, damn it.
Oh, my ears are ringing.
Chop.
Indeed.
Charge, charge.
At your beck and call.
Run around the ground. It's a deflection for each archetype.
I will do my duty.
Hey, Frogbones, welcome to the stream. Momentum is 4 and an object in motion to stay in motion. Psychic Shriek. That guy doesn't like living.
But of course, very well.
Dodge and parry for you.
On it.
And this one is... It immediately gains 2 exploits, so it wants to be exploited.
I'm not
Too far
so
away,
sure.
so stay there. Magenta.
Rejoice in battle!
Houston, rejoice in burst fire is weirdly what she means.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Wow, that was some not good shooting.
Amidst the carnage, I find purpose.
I find burn, yeah. It has to be able to see them.
Purpose guides me.
He's probably going to burn to death.
Ruin beckons.
Missed. Charge that one, so slice this one. He was gonna die, but what are you gonna do? I can charge him.
At your beck and call. One to a target.
So you're the only one left. How do you feel about that?
Will do. What an unfortunate turn of fate.
No problem. And they'll do. Look at all the shotguns. More
Embrace
stuff.
true power.
So, just stuff to those cargo. Again, what's the point of the cargo stuff? Once we run into someplace we can sell it. We can't sell it here, obviously. Cogitator is silent. It seems that this machine spirit is no longer being powered by the motive force. Skill test open this door. Logic.
Perfection.
E100 system. So, for example, you're attempting a test with difficulty of -10. Your character's tech skill score is 40, so 30. Therefore, to succeed at a tech skill, you must roll 30 or less. Any result above 30 will remain failure. Ugh. Look, we opened it anyway.
I tread a path unexplored.
Stuff. So equipment stuff or melta charges. Who needs the gloves? The gloves are +3 bonus to tech use. Let's keep his tech use. 45. He's probably the best in the group.
A revelation was sent to me.
Machine right set. And he said, was in contract that can appease the keeper of any technology, provides an additional opportunity to call out a machine spirit and interact with the device, an expendable item. Sure. And a multi-key. Provides an additional opportunity to open a lock, an expendable item. Yay. Mercurial Roleplay, welcome to the stream. Gary, how is it? How does it play? What other games is this like? Well,
Intriguing.
I like it. I played some of it in beta, so it's, it's a good game. It is, at least so far. And again, we're just starting over, obviously. But what's it like? Are you familiar with the Pathfinder games, Baldur's Gate, those kind of games? Same general idea. It's a classic RPG. You run around with a group of people, and it's role-playing stuff as usual. So you play characters, different choices, different party members, that kind of thing. And it couldn't make it out of the castle. Rage quit. Well, technically, we're still in the castle. This is still the starting portion of the game, so technically we're still in the castle. An exact replica of the Von B void ship sits on the pedestal. Labels indicate the main compartments and that kind of stuff. Too bad I can't get too terribly close, but that's what our ship doesn't really look like. You have boot somewhere.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
More stuff. 1% of Mechanicus creations cargo. Okay, so this is just more stuff to collect. See, it's telling you where to go to cargo, so we're good. Yeah, still in the castle, but it's a spaceship. Kingmaker, that game is brutal. It's different. Well, the trick to the Pathfinder games is to tweak the difficulty of the game to match your skill and knowledge of the game. This one is probably going to end up the same way. I'm playing on normal, so it's not super difficult, which is kind of what we want.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Not here to penalize myself for playing a video game. That's the secret door we found, right? Or the door we opened.
Embrace true power.
So we're done in here, aren't we? At your skill, every enemy has a stroke when they see you, and I still somehow lose health. Got it. Your skill. Remind me because it hit bedrock, and oh boy, did it keep going down. It's not that bad. Blow up the door.
I better myself through myself.
Look, we put a hole in the door.
I tread a path unexplored. How
Leveling up. Hey, we
fascinating.
leveled up already. So, characters. So, again, Gimpy's a officer. So, bring it down. The officer immediately grants an ally an extra turn with action points equal to 2 and no movement points. If the ally is under the effect of voice of command and kills an enemy before the end of the officer's turn, the ally gains a one-time additional momentum. Sure. Although we don't really have a choice, do we? Can't go that way. You have to go this way, so... The summary. Okay. That's it? No, nothing else this turn, it looks like. That's what it looks like. Okay, so... Mr. Warrior Abelard. He is going to get Endure. Until the warrior's next turn, all incoming damage is reduced by TGH bonus, and the warrior gets TGH stuff. Toughness. Got to learn the new little acronyms. Toughness. Basically, kind of like Constitution. In the game, difficulty to normal, but it keeps getting sent to Abu Dhabi somehow. Okay, Adira. Adira is an operative. Expose weakness. Removes all exploits from the target to decrease the target's dodge, parry, and armor by 10 plus exploit stacks times perception bonus. Okay. And then Ms. Argenta. She's also a soldier. Firearm Mastery. Soldier gains the ability to make a number of extra attacks equal to their weapon's rate of fire, minimum 2, using the weapon attack that normally costs at the least AP. These attacks do not spend AP. Until the end of the soldier's turn, their first attack against each new enemy automatically scores a critical hit. The soldier immediately reloads their current weapon. That seems complex, but it sounds fun. Revel in Slaughter. Removes a winded effect. Okay. What's that? Oh no, sorry, that's what... Why was that showing up there? I clicked on it, that's why. That's where we're getting next level, I think. So actually this is what she got. Immediately removes the winded effect until the end of combat. The soldier gains the following bonuses. Plus 10 to ballistic, plus 5... Sorry, 5 plus 2 times agility bonus for critical damage. Percentage critical damage. Agility bonus critical hit chance. This ability becomes available after the soldier kills 3 enemies. The kill counter is not reset between rounds. Cool. Hey, Battle, welcome back. Happy Thursday. Okay, so stuff.
Intriguing.
Hey, what are you guys doing over here? Looks dangerous. The roar of flames rings in your ears, and the choking smoke makes you cough and gasp for air. Instinctively recoil from the scorching heat, wiping your face. A moment later, a hazy silhouette forms in the raging wall of fire. You're surrounded by ear-splitting noise and screaming, yet you distinctly hear the sound of footsteps. And then you see the figure walk out of the fire towards you. It's Theodora von B. Are we sure it is? Theodora, in quotes. Her expression is calm, terrifyingly so for someone whose body is engulfed in an inferno. One of her hands is resting on the hilt of her power sword. The other is raised in an inviting gesture. Oh, you lost my heir. Argenta goes as still as a statue, then slowly raises her weapon. An apparition, a sorcerer's apparition, trickery of the warp. Sister, you will lower your weapon. Despite his commanding tone, Abelard does not sound too confident. He is staring at the rogue trader, and you notice a muscle in his cheek twitching. Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous. How did you get here? I am a rogue trader, Gimpy. I am whatever my will demands me to be. Whatever you prefer to... Would you prefer to be elsewhere at this time? Indubitably. But are you ready? Theodora watches you without blinking. Her snake-like gaze almost makes you forget about the fire searing you, leaving burns on your skin. I can lead you out of these flames, Gimpy. Show you a path, rid you of pain, and give you a weapon so that you may defeat your enemies. Decide. Your mouth begins to salivate. Each word Theodora speaks is like music to your ears. The entity that now dwells in the deepest recesses of your mind is pleading, begging, demanding that you give her an immediate answer, and that answer can be nothing other than acceptance. Argenta, do not listen to this abomination. Gimpy, if there is naught but his light in your heart, if you are resolute in your faith, then step into the flames. The Emperor protects. His faithful will not be deterred by either darkness or deceitful promises, nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith in their soul. Dear, to the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora before we suffocate in the furnace. Abelard, the people. Abelard looks back at the coffee and confused people around you. Gimpy, the survivors from the middle decks. We must help the crew, lead them out, find a way around. Over the roaring flames you hear distant sounds, frightened voices, screams, muffled and distorted, as if they were a body of water between you and them. Convictions. Oh, convictions. Dear, then we will miss our chance to meet up with the Aunt of Rabad. She breaks off and starts coughing violently. Her knees buckle and she looks like she's about to fall. Gimpy, what are we waiting for? Convictions. Sometimes your characters will have to make tough decisions based on their values, interests, and goals. Such decisions affect their convictions. This can develop in 3 directions: dogmatic, iconoclast, or heretical. Each includes 5 ranks. The higher the rank, the more zealously the character follows their convictions, and the more noticeably the world around them reacts to their reactions and decisions. Promotion through the ranks of each of the 3 directions opens up access to new dialogue lines, events, unique abilities, and other changes. And also changes the attitudes of others toward your character. Also, some items can only be equipped by characters with certain convictions. When one of the conviction branches reaches rank 3, Votary, it becomes the character's main focus. When that happens, the other 2 conviction branches cannot be raised above rank 2 Adherent. Your character's allies have convictions of their own as well. Okay, so dogmatic, heretical, or iconoclast. Walk through the fire. The Emperor will guide the righteous of the path. Accept the offer of help. No, that would be bad. Iconoclast, get the people off the bridge. I will not leave the people in harm's way. Dogmatic it is. We're walking through the fire. I'm a, pyromancer. Dum dum dum. Thousands of needles pierce your consciousness, but are powerless to stop you. Dogmatic plus 15. You take a step forward, and the illusion breaks. A wave of excruciating pain crashes over you, and Theodora's voice fades into the firestorm. You hear the voices of your companions calling you from behind, and the screams of the weak dying in the inescapable blaze. Oops. Oops.
Please stop saying oops. You are making me look bad.
Well, maybe we shouldn't walk to the fire. Anyway, Blinding Inferno, the harrowing pyre, the all-consuming storm, releases you as you step out, barely able to stay on your feet. The blood is pounding in your ears, drowning out the world around you. Your eyes, caked in soot and burnt eyelashes, refuse to open. Free from the flames, you take 2 more steps before collapsing to your knees. The rush of blood in your temples and the horrible pain all over your scorched body cloud your mind. before suddenly retreating as if driven away by some mighty will. A new strength spreads throughout your veins, and despite the wounds, your body is once more ready for trials and struggle. You open your eyes and see a glow with warm light before you, the Aquila, the sacred symbol of the Imperium. In the next moment, you are struck with another realization, the repulsive presence, the one that has plagued your mind since Voidgear wounded you, is gone. The fire seems to have burned the entity away without a trace.
Master, can you hear me?
Hey Gimpy, it is time to take a break.
Which is more than I was expecting after what you just did.
Familiar
Your
voice.
next break is in 1 hour.
It's Veronica's voice. It's familiar. Cuts through the din and pounding. The Seneschal Abelard is leaning over you, peering into your face with a look of worry. He notices your gaze and breathes a sigh of relief.
Praise the Emperor. We passed through the flames. How can this be anything but a portent? For so it is said that the Emperor will bless the worthiest and most steadfast in their faith.
Behind Argenta, you see Adira Talas double over in a fit of nausea. The rest of the people who were following you have withered away in the fire that continues to rage mere 2 steps away from you. The Emperor protects Seneschal. Did you see that? The Aquila, it was glowing. We're still alive. Fancy that. The Emperor protects.
Indeed he does. Oh, if I hadn't seen it myself, I never would have believed.
What happened to Lady Theodora? Did she follow us?
There was no Theodora, witch. There was an illusion, a temptation, a foul taint that tried to lead us astray. But he perceived its true nature.
Is that right, Adepta Sanctimonious? What, we'll just pretend like we didn't see the Lord Captain standing there in the fire? Abelard, you tell her.
Whatever it was, it matters no longer. Your conduct is bordering on madness, or holiness. A path opened behind you, where one moment there was fire, the next only smoldering embers remain. But what am I saying? My eyes must have deceived me. Too much smoke for my lungs. Truly, would you have received wounds like these if there had been no fire?
The wounds are merely a sign of a trial laudably passed. It is something to be proud of, the same as decorations or badges of honor.
Argenta herself sounds proud, even fervent. Rise and stand tall. No element holds power over the righteous. Dismiss the help and stand up on your own. I feel fine. Allow Abelard to help you up. Admittedly, I've been better. Rise and stand tall. Even if you were anticipating another wave of pain, it does not come. Your muscles feel strong and your limbs obey you without fail. And yet, deep inside, somewhere next to your heart and stomach, you feel a certain tension, akin to that of a taut string. You are at your limit, but if be it adrenaline or the strength of your faith, it will not carry you much longer. Farther, sorry. Edelthred stares at you without trying to hide his astonishment and trepidation. Gimpy, do my eyes deceive me? I would swear that I just witnessed you step out of a pillar of fire with the rest following you in your wake. I hurried here to join forces with you and the others. It is time to push the heretics back. It was the only way. We are here in response to your vox call. I loathe being late for an engagement. You just joined forces with you and the others. It is time to push the heretics back. Indeed it is. He makes a sign of Aquila and gives you another look, this time one of concern. Your wounds. Look closely at Edelthred. Succeeded. Edelthred does not seem to have changed since you first met, but only at first glance. His face has taken on a strange hue. The skin of his temples appears scaled, and his voice now has an uncanny screeching quality. These are not traces of fatigue and stress, and the Psyker's body has begun to mutate, a consequence of contact with the warp. You're in the best of shape yourself, Elderthrad. He holds up his hand in a placating gesture. Pray, forgive my insistence. I shall not be the one to doubt the faith of he who passed a trial by fire. I've gathered everyone who answered the Vox call and was able to hold a weapon. Yet I do not see the Lord Captain or her arch-militant in our midst. We are still receiving messages in her voice, but she is not responding to direct requests. I last saw Lady Theodora on the observation platform. When did you and she part ways? It was at this very elevator, Master Elderthrad, says Abelard. The Lord Captain, accompanied by the Arch-Militant, headed to her chambers to retrieve an item of particular import. After that, all we heard from her were Vox broadcasts. This is troubling, and the timing isn't inopportune. I am still receiving fragmentary reports from the bridge. Conrad was spotted there, and even what scant intelligence of his activities I have reminds me of descriptions of sorcerous rituals. If that traitor has resorted to witchcraft, we must stop him at once. We should go to Theodore's chambers to find her. Elderthrad nods. A reasonable approach. Take your escort with you. You may be waylaid. Once you have found the Lord Captain, you must beg her to go to the bridge and lead the counterattack. The rogue trader's appearance is sure to fill the defenders' hearts with hope, however frightened or exhausted they may be. Elderthrad, until next we meet, Gimpy, may the Emperor bless your deeds. I shall see you on the field of battle. Elderthrad salutes you with his weapon and turns to his retinue. Okay, now we can take a break. I'd like to get an AI mod that would read the non-voice over text. Yes, I would too. I would too. I don't mind reading. It's just reading out loud all the time. It's tiring on the voice is all. There's a lot of speaking to do here, and it gets tiring. So that's why I need to take a break. So I'm gonna get up, stretch some legs, get some water, that kind of thing. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll be back in a few minutes. Enjoy the dog video.